Share this video. Share this video. Some people are now chatting me up at this odd hour. How is everybody doing? How una day? Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are in the world right now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Kindly help me share this. Kindly help me share this. This is something that will be happening once a week. And you know, it's an attempt to inform people about specific ways to go about building capacity. Capacity for anything, you know, capacity for business, capacity for powering an enterprise, capacity for powering a family. It's going to be capacity building and enlightenment every step of the way. And even though I'm the one starting the show, as it were, it's not about me. It's not about me at all. I've always, for those who know me very intimately, I've always been passionate about helping individuals to transcend their current level, current status, personally, economically, entrepreneurially. I've always been passionate about it. I started being passionate about it since my teenage years. That is over 2 decades ago. So I didn't just start yesterday. Okay, I didn't just wake up with some inspiration or motivation. It's part of my core. Yeah. So today is the launch. I'm excited. I'm excited. Initially I said that it was going to be Facebook family meeting, but I thought, why limit it to Facebook? I'm not only on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, I'm on YouTube. So why should I limit it to Facebook? So I later now changed my mind. I decided that, okay, instead of Facebook family meeting, it's now going to be called social media family meeting, and which is what we are launching today. So today, now before we go in, I want you guys to know that I have a very special gift, for 6 people. Okay, I have a very special gift for 6 people. So I'm not going to say what it is until we are halfway. This is supposed to be a 1 hour webinar, and we started on the dot of 3. So we are by 3:30. I'm going to be announcing what that is. So make sure that you're here. And also, I'm going to say something at the end of the webinar, just to be sure that you're here. It's something that you're going to like. So ensure that you don't just jump in and jump out. Please stay with me for this 1 hour. The 168 hours in a week. I'm only asking for one out of that 168 hours. So kindly stay with me and let us have a swell time today. So the theme of this first episode is self-discovery. And I welcome suggestions, I welcome comments, even thumbs down. If I say anything that looks like, that sounds like no, I don't agree to that, please drop it in the comment section so that we'll be able to dialogue, we'll be able to discuss it. So the theme of today's episode, the first episode, is self-discovery, personal discovery, and purpose discovery. Okay. Also be aware that in subsequent editions, I'm going to be bringing in guests. There'll be what I'll have one guest that we're going to have. We're going to together do justice to whatever topic or theme of the day is. Whatever theme of the week or theme of the episode is. So next episode, I would want you guys to go through the different topics, the suggested topics that I put out in my previous post, and if you have any other topic, that might not be on the list, if there is a vote for that topic, because I'm going to be doing some running some polls on social media, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, to pick the topic of the week. Yeah. So, and then I'll be able to get someone to come as my guest on the show, yeah, and on the webinar, and we'll be able to do justice to it in 1 hour. So this is just a premiere edition, and I'm the only one here right now, but subsequent editions, we're going to be having guests. So I'm going to go out of my way to ensure that there's a guest every week, most especially individuals who are experts at that particular topic. Yeah. So it's gonna be a swell time. It's gonna be highly educative. It's gonna be highly enlightening. It's gonna be something that a lot of people will gain from, and they'll be able to use whatever information or whatever value they're getting from it to better their lives, to pivot their current version of their lives. Yeah. So self-discovery. I tell people that self-discovery has to do with the holistic discovery of your body and the things you do with your body. The holistic discovery of your body and the things you do with your body. That is what constitutes self-discovery. And, there is never a time too late for you to put in the work of self-discovery. There's never a time. Thank you. Thank you, Janai. Thank you, Amaka. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. So there's never a time. And also, if you have any suggestions, any comments, just drop it there and I will respond to them, please. Okay. So there's never a time for you to put in the work of self-discovery. Now, why do you need self-discovery? It's simple. The journey of life requires some level of insight. For you to become successful in this life, it requires some level of insight. It's a journey, and you need a compass on that journey. You need something to guide you on that journey. And the major instrument for guiding yourself through the path of life, through the journey of life, is you. Most especially if we're talking about the things you want to accomplish in your life, if we're talking about your own personal success. If you do not discover yourself, you are not going to have the compass, because you are supposed to be the compass of your own life's journey. You are supposed to be the compass of your own existential journey. And if you don't, first of all, discover yourself, then you are not going to be an entity. In quote, you're going to be a non-entity, because you're only going to be in the shadow of other people. You're going to be in the shadows of other people. And you are not, of course, you're not going to be able to find fulfillment that way. Self-discovery has to do with the holistic discovery of your own body, and the things that you do with your body. Now, there are basically three stages of self-discovery. There is a primary stage of self-discovery, where you discover your body and its parts. You know that you have a head, yeah, and you have eyes, you have nose, you have mouth, you have ears. Yeah, all of that are in your head, and you have scalp. All of that are in your head. Then you have your shoulders, you have your arms. Yeah, you have your chest, you have your stomach, you have your laps, your thighs. Yeah, you have your legs, you have your sexual organs. That is the primary stage of self-discovery. Some people think that, oh, I did not study medicine in school. I did not study anything that has to do with biological science. So I don't need to know about all these things, or I don't need to study about all these things. Whenever you say that, you're basically saying that you don't need to discover yourself. Because the people that designed the curriculum of medicine, the curriculum of the medical sciences, designed it by observing the human anatomy. Now, if you as an individual at the the allegory of what was studied in order to come up with the curriculum for the medical sciences, and you have yourself, and you are not trying to take any proactive step to understudy your own body, how are you not going to eventually become depressed when the turbulence of life happens? Yeah. So the primary stage of self-discovery is to discover your body and its parts, to discover your organs. You have a brain in your head, you have a heart, you have a lung. Yeah. You have your stomach, you have the small intestine, you have the large intestine. Yeah. You have the kidneys, you have your bladder, all the organs, you have your skin, the largest organ in your body. Yeah. The organs in your body, you need to know what they are and what function. Because see, I see a lot of people battle with their health, all manner of health issues. If they had taken out the time to intentionally find out about the organs in their body and how they're supposed to work or function, what they're supposed to do to ensure optimal functionality of those organs, you will find that most people will not be falling sick as frequently as they fall sick. The reason that a lot of people, in my opinion, and it's not just my opinion, it is science-based, it is research-based, because I started researching into ill health. I used to be very, very sick. I used to be very, very sickly as a child, into my teenage years. I used to fall sick a lot. That drove me to wanting to find out why. How am I falling sick like this? And it drove me into research, into study, and I found out a lot of things over the years. The things that people are doing that is guaranteed of making them sick. The things that people are doing guarantee, that is guaranteed of getting them to become diseased. Yeah, it begins with self-discovery. Discover your body, discover the organs in your body, and then discover the systems in your body. That is the primary stage of self-discovery. Discover your body and its parts, the different parts of your body. What information do you have about the human head? What information can you tell me right now about the human eye? That is accurate information, that is universal about the human eye. What information can you tell me about the nose and the nasal cavities? What information can you tell me about the mouth, about the tongue, for instance? What information can you tell me about the human chest, about the shoulders? What fine information can you simply give to me about the stomach? A lot of people they say they have ulcer in their stomach. A lot of people say that they have stomach ache, chronic stomach ache. What is the cause? What is the fundamental cause? Oh, they want to take Mismag. They want to take all the medication. They are not going to the root cause. It is because they have not intentionally. Given in the work of self-discovery. The primary stage of self-discovery is discovering your body, discovering your body parts, discovering your organs, the organs of your body, discovering the systems of your body. I know that some of you know that I published a book earlier this year in March on my 37th birthday, Personal Discovery Secrets. This is what the book borders on: self-discovery, personal discovery, purpose discovery. This book is a book that will transform anyone that gets their hands on it. Personal Discovery Secrets. So the primary stage is discovering your body. Now, the intermediary stage of self-discovery is talent discovery. Your unique talents. You are going to be doing a lot of testing. That's why, I used to have a teenage mentorship program. Even though some people have been advising me to kick it off again, to restart it again, or so, to reopen it again. Maybe I will do that soon. Because I believe that your teenage years is the decade for talent discovery, talent testing. The second stage of self-discovery is talent testing, talent discovery that will cascade into talent management. In that decade, between 11 and 20, you want to discover, you want to test different talents. You want to discover the talent that aligns with your soul, the talent that aligns with your heart. We call it passion, what you have passion for. Yeah, you are going to do a lot of talent testing, talent discovery, talent cultivation. That is the second stage of self-discovery. This part of the second stage of self-discovery is also are the things, the personal things you do with your body. Like the ideal sleep. You sleep with your body, yeah? If you want to go to bed, you are going to bed as you, right? It is this body that sleeps. Your soul doesn't sleep. Hope you know that. You sleep with this body, yeah? This body needs sleep. Sleeping. Why you need to sleep? Yawning. Why you yawn? Why you need to eat? Why you talk? Why you hear people when they talk? Why you walk on your 2 feet? Why you have your bath? Why you need to arrange your room? Because it is you that will arrange your room. You are using your body to arrange your room, yeah? Why you need to read? Why you need to meditate? Why you laugh? Why you cry? Why people cry? Why you think, etc. Those are the intermediary stage. Those are the intermediary stage of self-discovery. The third and final stage of self-discovery is a tertiary stage, which has to do with after you have successfully discovered your body, after you have successfully discovered what to do with your body, now you need to begin to look for who you are going to be doing things with. We call them your tribe. The tertiary stage of self-discovery is finding your tribe. Finding your tribe. Aligning with those who are on the same quantum journey as yourself. See, if you never went through the first stage of the first stage of self-discovery and the second stage of self-discovery, you are going to be confused in the marketplace of life. You're not going to have an anchor. You're not going to have a compass. You're not going to have the instrument for identifying your tribe. You're just going to be calling everybody that comes into your life your friend. Oh, he's my friend. What do you do together? What do you have in common? Nothing. Yet you call him or her your friend. It is when you have intentionally kickstarted self-discovery. It's when you have intentionally started out putting in the work of self-discovery that you will eventually get to the tertiary stage of self-discovery. If you have never done it, you are most likely just going to be dilly-dallying. You're just going to be like a jellyfish that any wind will just toss to and fro. It's pretty important that we know the superior role that self-discovery plays, the core role that self-discovery plays in whatever it is that we want to become in this life. So the tertiary stage of self-discovery is finding your tribe, aligning with those who are on the same quantum journey as you. And this is what will inform your choice of job, your choice of business, your choice of your career path. It should be powered by your primary and secondary stage of self-discovery. The kind of circle you want to penetrate, the kind of circle you want to attract is bordered upon the primary and intermediary stages of self-discovery. Now, I said that there is never a time too late to put in the work of self-discovery. There's never a time too late. I know people who are in their 30s who have never intentionally put in the work of self-discovery. What is the work? What is the work we are even talking about? A simple Google search of the human head and reading a couple of articles is part of the work. It's part of putting in the work of self-discovery, trying to find out the finest of information that you can get your hands on about the human body, about the different parts of the human body. You have a skeleton in your body. You have a spine. Getting more information. Getting more information about all your body parts, all the parts of your body, the spine, the central nervous system. We talk about the systems. These are the ways you go about discovering yourself. Now, the ultimate purpose of self-discovery is self-mastery. It is in putting in the work of the requirement for the primary stage of self-discovery, the intermediary stage of self-discovery, the tertiary stage of self-discovery. Eventually, you want to get yourself to the point where you have attained a degree of self-mastery. The truth of the matter is, we are always going to keep evolving the mastery of ourselves. We are always going to keep evolving. We are never going to get to a point where we say, oh, we have now finally mastered ourselves or ourselves. We will always keep evolving as far as the universal requirements for self-mastery is concerned. But you must get to at least the lowest level of self-mastery. That should be your major goal of self-discovery. That should be your major goal. Once you have attained mastery, you are not going to be that kind of person that a politician will just come and be dangling money in front of. You're not going to be someone that's a greedy pastor will be telling you cock and bull story. You have mastered self. So nobody can just come and give you one cock and bull story. You are a master yourself. You have actually mastered yourself. You've gained a degree of self-mastery. So it's pretty important that we understand. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Taiwo Ajagunsegun, thank you. Thank you, Glorious Boy, Clement, Oladipo, Lindsay Eke, thank you so much for joining. Oluwalonimi, thank you so much for joining. Thank you. So I really, really appreciate this. So it's something that I see. I intentionally ask people when I come in contact with people, no matter their age, that okay, I ask them, so do you know who you are, or have you kickstarted your self-discovery or personal discovery journey? And they're like, okay, what do I mean? I'm even talking about those in their 30s, those in their 40s. Of course, I challenge those in their 20s too, even teenagers, because I feel that the best time to kickstart your self-discovery journey or walk is when you are a teenager. But the sad thing is that we do not have enlightened eldership. We do not have enlightened parents, enlightened uncles and aunts, enlightened elders, in the family, enlightened elders in the community who are able to proactively help the coming generation to kick off self-discovery. And sadly, even school does not help. It's just sad. It wasn't any teacher in my primary school or secondary school or the university I went to that told me about self-discovery. I could have gone through primary school, secondary school, the university, and no single teacher said anything about self-discovery. Which is the reason why we have to be intentional. I tell people that I meet, if you're 21 years and above, at least you are supposed, I wrote it in my book, you are supposed to be responsible for at least one child. You are supposed to be responsible for at least mentoring one child. I'm not talking about your child. Mentoring one child that is not your child. You're supposed to be able to offer, even before I clocked 21, I started tutorials on my street, and apart from the academic tutorial, I will talk to those young chaps. I'll talk to them. I think I was 19 then, 19, yeah, 19 years old. I was doing tutorials on my street in my house. So I even started before I clocked 21. Anyone who is 21 years and above, you have the cardinal responsibility to look out for one young chap in your neighborhood. Of course, you should do it for the younger ones in your family as well. Maybe your younger siblings, yeah, who are, yeah, teenagers, or maybe in their childhood decade, 9 years old, 7 years old. You should do that as well to them. But you should also do it to at least one person outside your family circle, one child, one teenager outside your family circle. If you're 21, you are mature enough to offer counsel to a teenager. Yeah. Most of us do not have this sensitization and orientation. And we find that because we don't have this orientation, we are not able to do better. We don't know any better, so we cannot do any better. But if I've discovered myself by virtue of my self-discovery, I want to help another person discover themselves. It's a default setting. But if I'm not, I know people in their 50s who have not discovered themselves. It's sad. I've met people in their 50s who have not discovered themselves, in their 40s, in their 30s. It's not supposed to be so. And it's not something that takes one extra mysterious work. It's as simple as it gets. It's just, first, decision making. Make the decision that you want to discover yourself first. Once you have made that decision, then find out what are the requirements for discovering yourself, self-discovery. What are the requirements? And I've just listed them. If you joined us late, there'll be a rebroadcast so you can watch from the beginning again. Then personal discovery. Personal discovery is another important subject. Now, there's a difference between self-discovery and personal discovery, even though we interchange them. Personal discovery has to do with all the things you discover outside of your body, outside of yourself, that you didn't need to be incentivized by any individual or group of people. The only thing that pushed you to want to discover those things was your soul, your heart, and your life experiences, your personal life experiences. So anything you discover by yourself that you were not incentivized. Nobody said, oh, you are going to get a certificate. Nobody said you are going to get some reward or some award. It was your soul, the deep yearnings of your soul, your heart, the yearnings of your heart, and your personal life experiences. Anything you discover on the back of those are the things you discover, are the things that constitute personal discovery. So the question I ask individuals when I meet them, what are the things you know that was not told to you by your mother or your father, by your parents, that was not taught to you by your teachers, whether your primary school teacher, your secondary school teacher, or your tertiary institution teacher, that was not taught to you by your mentors, that was not taught to you by your friends, that you learned by yourself. Those are the things that constitute personal discovery. If you cannot say anything that you discovered by yourself, as chaperoned by the compass of your own personal soul, you have not kicked off your personal discovery journey. And the only reason anybody will commit suicide is because they've not discovered themselves and they've not kicked off their personal discovery journey. Why would I commit suicide? It's because there is no anchorage. There is no soul anchorage. And the anchorage we're talking about is self-discovery, personal discovery. And of course, I'm going to talk about purpose discovery shortly. So if you can still hear me, it was telling me that the network has issues. If you can still hear me, let me know in the comment section. If you can still hear me, let me know in the comment section. If you can still hear me, let me know in the comment section. If you can still hear me, let me know in the comment section. The software I'm using told me that the network has issues. So I want to know if you can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. Oh, awesome, beautiful. Now it's 3:29. So I said that I was going to announce something. Now, last month, I said that I want to organize a content creation masterclass, a 3-day content creation masterclass for people who want to. Thank you very much. I can see that you can hear me. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. For people who want to learn how to become content creators, who want to learn how to create multifaceted content that they can monetize, multifaceted content that they can monetize. I want to organize a 3-day content creation masterclass. How to create videos, how to create Facebook write-ups, how to whatever kind of content, how to write a book, how to write your own book, all of those things in 3 days. I want to organize a content creation masterclass before the end of August. Now, only 3 people have sent me an email. So I want to give 6 people free access. It's not free anyways, but I want to give 6 people free access. 6 people that joined this live broadcast, anywhere they're joining from. I want to give them free access. So right now, if you are interested in learning, I refer to myself as, right now I have content. Nigeria network. Hi. Right now, I have enough content to last me for the next 3 or 4 years that I've been coming up with for many years. I even have a book now. I've published my first book. And I'm planning to publish another one in October. So I know my onions when it comes to content creation. Okay. So I'm organizing a 3-day content creation masterclass before the end of August. I've not picked the date yet. 3 people have sent me an email. Now, if you are interested in the content creation masterclass, I want to give 6 people free access, 6 people on this live broadcast. And the moment I'm done with this live broadcast, I'm not going to give you access again. So what you are going to do to be able to lock down your slot is to drop a comment here. Drop a comment right now. Wherever you're watching me right now, drop a comment in the comment section. Say that I'm interested in the content creation masterclass. Once you have dropped that, then the timestamp is on it that you dropped it in the course of the live broadcast. Now, in the course of the live broadcast, at the end of this live broadcast, you're expected to send me an email. CCM at sheoambassador.africa. You're expected to send me an email, send an email to CCM. CCM is an acronym for Content Creation Masterclass. CCM at sheoambassador.africa. Telling me that you are on the live broadcast, and then you would want free access to the content creation masterclass coming up. So once you have dropped a comment that you are interested in content creation masterclass, after this live broadcast, which is ending by 4 p.m., after this live broadcast, make sure that you send me an email. CCM, that's the email, CCM at sheoambassador.africa. CCM at sheoambassador.africa. And I'm only giving 6. So the first 6 people, and if you send an email before 4 p.m., I will know that you left this live broadcast. So that will be invalid. It has to be from 4 p.m. So I'll give you 1 hour grace from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. to send the email. If you don't send the email after 5 p.m., then you have lost the chance of getting a free access to the content creation masterclass. And apart from that, I will also need you to help me tell your friends, those who are interested in learning about content. They want to learn how to become content creators so that they can begin to earn money, good money. I mean, you can earn as high as 500K per month, 1 million naira per month. I even know people who earn as high as 10 million per month. And they are content creators. They have mastered the art of content creation. That is what I want to introduce you to via the 3-day content creation masterclass. So if you know anybody, you can tag them right now who might be interested in that. You can tag them right now in this live broadcast so that they can take advantage of this this opportunity, and then they can signify their interest. Yeah. So that is the benefit of staying this long. And I'm going to say something else at the end of this broadcast. So I don't want you to leave. Kindly just stay here. Yeah. Now, personal discovery, I just said it. Personal discovery has to do with anything that you discover by yourself without being incentivized by anything outside of yourself, by anyone outside of yourself, apart from your soul, your heart, and your life experiences. Those are the things that spoke to you and said, okay, I think I need to go in this direction. I think I need to, on the back of this, I think I need to go in this direction. I can see Clement says, I'm interested in content creation masterclass. Awesome. Franklin is my nephew. I'm interested in content creation masterclass. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, then purpose discovery. Purpose discovery is something that a lot of people try to overly attach spirituality to, or should I say religiosity. Like, they need to hear the voice of God. They need to hear from God what their purpose is. Now, I wrote something down here. I said, purpose discovery is basically about finding something that's bigger than you and your family. Finding something that is bigger than you and your family, both you and your family, that you can contribute your own unique ingenious quota to help power. That is purpose discovery. What is that thing that is bigger than you and your family that you can contribute your ingenious quota to help power? For instance, one of my purpose is education. One of my major purpose is helping to permanently sweep illiteracy out of West Africa. West Africa is my territory. East Africans should concern themselves about East Africa. I'm African, yeah, but West Africa is my primary territory. It's my, what's that? There's a term they use. West Africa is my primary domain, primary concern. So my purpose, my biggest purpose, and it's a purpose, it's not personal ambition. A purpose is not a personal ambition. It is community-centric. It is other people centered. It is not you. If self-discovery, personal discovery is you. But purpose discovery is beyond you. It's not about you. Purpose is not necessarily about you. It's about a larger, a larger people. It's about a larger audience. It's about a community, a larger community. It's about a sorry, the network is fluctuating. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. So it's about something that can positively impact other people, at least one other person outside of your family circle. That is what makes it purpose. So you don't have to be overly spiritual or overly religious about it. Can you still hear me? Clement says I can't hear you again. I think it's restored now. Falila Chitu says, sir, I'm lost as to what's needed to be done as to how to gain access to the masterclass. Don't worry. Question and answer time. I will answer those questions. Okay. So let me just quickly round off. By 3:45, I should be done. So when it comes to purpose, okay, you can hear me now. Thank you. When it comes to purpose, it has to be beyond you, beyond your family. If the only reason you exist, if the only reason you are an entrepreneur is so that you can help, you can become a billionaire and you can help your family, that is too small to be called a purpose. That is not a purpose. That is selfish. So purpose is 100% selfless. 100% selfless. You have to look around in your community. What are the problems? What are the typical nagging problems in your community, in your municipal, in your state, in your country? My biggest purpose is capacity development and sweeping illiteracy out of West Africa. That's my biggest purpose. And I've invested a great deal of my resources into ensuring that that eventually happens. It's still work in progress. For instance, next year, I'm starting a West African tour. I call it GREED, acronym for GREED, GREED, Grassroots Education and Entrepreneurship Development across West Africa. We're starting with Lagos State from next year, 2023. This is something that will cascade into something even way bigger. But fundamentally, my biggest purpose is sweeping illiteracy. When I was growing up as a child, I used to watch, on TV, people talk about the dwindling standard of education and things like that. It wasn't, the quality of education that the British brought to Nigeria has been on a downward spiral and things like that. As a young lad, I used to be very, very concerned. It used to get to me. Whenever I heard people say that, it used to stand out. It used to speak to me. I'll be like, as if they're talking to me. Because as a young lad, I used to ask, so whose job is to ensure that there is a high standard of education? Whose job is it? I used to ask myself that question a lot, but I never got anybody to answer. And, I knew that we had Minister of Education. I knew that we had Commissioners of Education. I knew that we had Ministry of Education, and we had a lot of people, thousands of people working in those ministries all across the nation. But the standard of education was still on a downward spiral. I knew that we had a lot of professors, but the standard of education was still on a downward spiral. So, as young as 14, 15, I've been interested in education. I've been interested in capacity. I've been interested in the quality of education, the standard of education. I've been on this journey for more than 2 decades, as a matter of fact. So that is why that is my biggest purpose. My biggest purpose is not to become a billionaire, even though I'm an entrepreneur. I'm on the path that's guaranteed to end up in, a billionaire status. I'm on the path that is guaranteed of taking a company to a unicorn status. But that is not my purpose. That is strictly business. But my purpose is different. It is sweeping off illiteracy, permanently sweeping off illiteracy off the streets of West Africa. So, self-discovery, personal discovery, and purpose discovery are the 3 important, fundamental, holistic discoveries that we must endeavor to put in the work for. Because see, that's the only way you're going to become a force of nature. That's the only way you're going to become a force to be reckoned with. That's the only way you can hear people complain about depression. I'm in Nigeria. I'm experiencing what is happening in Nigeria economically. But because I've discovered myself, because I've discovered my purpose, it does not move me. Because I'm functioning with a different set of principles. Self-discovery is a principle. Personal discovery is a principle. Purpose discovery is a principle. It is people who have not discovered themselves, who have not discovered their purpose, who are called politicians, who are, creating chaos in the economy, creating chaos in the country, creating chaos on the continent. But I'm telling myself that I'm not going to be like them. I'm telling myself that I am going to acquire the tools, the universal tool set for marshalling a powerful life. Because, for instance, the only way you're going to wield personal power or discover personal power or cultivate personal power is if you have discovered yourself. You have kickstarted your personal discovery journey and you have discovered your purpose. You have discovered a purpose. Most of those guys don't have any purpose. Most of those guys, I don't want to call their names. They don't have any purpose. That is the reason why our collective economy is in the current status that it's in. But when we have enough people who have discovered themselves, who have kickstarted their personal discovery journey, who have discovered a purpose, and like I said, it's a purpose if it's not about you or your family. It's a purpose if it's about other people, if it's about your ingenious contribution to helping to make the quality of life, the life of other people better. That's what makes it purpose. So I think this is where we're going to be stopping. You know that this is going to be happening every Wednesday. Okay, so this is the first episode, and there will be different topical episodes. You know, the kind of topical issues that doesn't enjoy enough clarification, enough clarification in mainstream media. We're going to be coming up with new info. New topics every week, and we're going to be having guests. Respected guests, people who are who knows their onions when it comes to that topic. I'm going to be inviting them, to enlighten us, to equip us, and to get us to move the pendulum of the journey of our life in a positive direction. So I'm open to partnership. I'm open to sponsorship. If you want to sponsor the program, if you want to sponsor the webinar, you can reach out to me, info@shewambassador.africa, and let's talk. If you want to be a guest on the program, reach out to me, info@shewambassador.africa, or reach out to me on WhatsApp, 08087505544. So this is something that I've been cooking for a while now. I'm happy that I finally launched today, and we're going to have subsequent episodes every Wednesday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. So if you have any question, just kindly drop it below. And I would try my best to answer. Oh, Yinka Mola, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Somebody said something earlier. Sir, I am lost as to what's needed to be done to gain access to the masterclass. Yeah, just drop a comment here. Drop a comment in this live broadcast right now. Drop a comment there. And then once you've dropped the comment, then I know that you were on the live broadcast, because I just want to give 6 free slots to 6 people who participated in this live broadcast. Yeah. So after this live broadcast, then you send an email to ccm@shewambassador.africa. ccm@shewambassador.africa. So I hope I answered that question. Franklin says, I'm interested. Yeah. Chief Clement says, I'm interested. Awesome. Who else is saying something? Okay. Lonimi says, wow, free access. I'm interested, sir. Though when you say free, I keep hearing self-sponsored. Yeah. You're a good student. I don't like the word free anyways. Any question, just drop your questions in the comment section. Drop your questions. Thank you, Lindsay. It says this is insightful and informative. Thank you. I'm not seeing anybody asking any question though. Really interesting factual lessons here. Thank you. Any question, or any comment? Doesn't have to be a question. Any suggestion, any question, any comment? The screen is blank. Really? Sorry, can you all see me? Can you all see me? Can you all still see me? Hello? Can you all hear me? Can you all still see me? Let me know if I'm not just talking to myself. Thank you, everybody that participated. Okay, I can see you. Annalise Richard, are you just joining? Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Let me know. Do you have any comments? Okay, Glorious. Okay. Yinka Mola says I can hear you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So Madam Charity Obode says congratulations and thanks for the insight. Thank you too for joining. I do not take it for granted. Um, Glorious Boy Akim says you are saying something about self-discovery. Can you explain further? How can I discover my purpose in this life? I've already broken it down in this video. So once the rebroadcast has been published, just watch it again. And so if you have any question after that broadcast, just drop it in the comment section because I've already broken that down already. I wouldn't want repetition. Um, oh, Annalise, you're just joining. You set your alarm wrongly. Hey, sorry. Don't worry. You'll watch the broadcast again. Um, Lonimi says, you actually answered a particular question that I had on my mind this morning. So I don't have any question for now. Thanks for inviting me, sir. You're welcome. You're welcome. It doesn't have to be question, can be comment. Thanks for this opportunity. Thank you. Any other question or any other comments? If there's no question, if there's no comments, if there's no suggestion, then we're going to be calling it wraps. I want to sincerely thank everybody that honored my invitation. I'm grateful. I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for us. This is part of purpose, anyways. So if you have any topic that you would like us to treat in the future, just ensure that you send that email, send it via email, info@shewambassador.africa, and let your title, the subject, the email subject be I said Shew Ambassador. I'm so obsessed with myself. I'm my number one fan. Social media family meeting should be your subject title, your email, subject, and then the body, whatever your suggestion is. Oh, okay. If you have a couple of topics, maybe you want us to treat depression, maybe you want us to treat whatever it is that you want us to treat. Just ensure that you send it on time, like 4 or 5 days before the next episode. Because I will have to invite someone to be our guest for that particular topic, and the topic that enjoys the highest vote will be the one that we're going to treat for the next episode. So thank you, everybody. I really, really appreciate this. I don't take it for granted, though. I do not take it for granted. So kindly share this broadcast. Share it. You know that it's packed full of value. If you think it's packed full of value, kindly share it on your timeline. Let others know that we've launched a social media family meeting. It's a family meeting. Okay, we are going to be meeting on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. It's a family meeting, and see it as that. And henceforth, I'm going to be your family member. A comment: when you mentioned a thing about personal discovery, I realized as I grew older from teenage, I just started to know certain things about myself that no one enlightened me about. Didn't know how to classify it. That's in the category of personal discovery. Yeah, that is in the category of personal discovery. Yeah, thank you, Lonimi. So that's the email for locking down your slot for the content creation masterclass. And you are going to get the date. That once I pick the date, I'm going to send you email of the date, but I need to have enough people who are interested in it. And even as you have gotten a free slot, ensure that you at least spread the word. Tell people about it. Tell them that if they want any information about the content creation masterclass, they should send me an email. They send an email to CCM so that I can give them the details. It's not free. It's a paid masterclass, but I'm giving 6 people on this live broadcast. I'm giving them free access because they honored me and they came and they joined live and they stayed all through. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Any other final comments? If there's not going to be any comment or any question in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to be ending this broadcast. The next 2 minutes, I'm going to be ending this broadcast. So you can also suggest who I can bring. You can suggest who I can bring as a guest on the webinar. Suggest whatever. Suggest the topic. Suggest the guests. Send me their details so that I can reach out to them. Let's do this thing together. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. I'm very, very excited about this. I'm excited about your turnout. I'm excited about your participation, your engagement. I do not take it lightly at all. I do not take it lightly. Elon Musk is out of my league. Is that you bring Elon Musk? Oh shit. No, anybody you're talking about has to be somebody I can contact, and has to be somebody you yourself can contact. Either has to be somebody I can contact or you can contact. I mean, Elon Musk is definitely out of my league. Even Dangote is out of my league. How much my Elon Musk? But I know that maybe in the future we'll grow our influence to the point where we can bring anybody. But for now, we're just starting. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I salute you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest. And I didn't say Happy New Month. Happy New Month, everybody. Have a blast of a month of August. This August is a month of sickening work ethic. We are going to do things. We're going to do things that we have never done before. August is usually that month where you do things, you flex your muscles, you are pumped up to do things. We to hear from Peter Obi as well. Oh, you want to hear from Peter Obi? Okay. If it can be done, why not? I belong to Like Mind for Peter Obi. So if it can be pulled off, if you can't, I mean, but I don't want to make it political anyways. I don't want this to make this webinar political. I want to make it about capacity development. Even though political capacity development is still capacity development as well anyways. But let's see how it goes. If it will happen, it will happen. If it won't happen, then it won't happen. So thank you, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Catch you next week, Wednesday by 3 p.m. prompt.